Robert DeMarzo with UBM Tech Channel. I'm here at our Exchange event with IBM's Bill Donahue, who just gave a general session keynote on IBM's core initiatives. He actually brought a partner on stage to demonstrate the power of IBM partners, and then touched on his 3 priorities and initiatives. He made IBM seem easy and simple to do business with, despite the fact that it is a large company. Bill, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So for our viewers, would you just kind of give a recap of your core message? You talked about cloud. Like I said, you talked about your key initiatives. Maybe start with cloud, because you spent a lot of time talking about why that's important and the tie-in to line of business people who are buying more technology.
Okay. First, Bob, the overall speech we tried to break into about 3 areas. First was going to give a little bit of input on how we are transforming our business from an IBM perspective. What are some of the channel and market dynamics that are driving us to make those changes? And we did have Chris on stage to talk about, from a partner's view, how's he transforming his business. And then I wanted to spend some time on some partner input that we've received and why that is helping drive our the way we organize for change in IBM, and then finish with our priorities and game plan. When you look at the dynamics of the marketplace in North America, and that gets to cloud, clearly in a $720 billion IT business in North America, there is some growth, about 2% growth, but most of the growth is going to come from our what we call high-value solutions. So it'll come from cloud, or it'll come from mobility, or it'll come from analytics. Cloud really gives you the biggest growth, about a $27 billion business in 2013. We think it's going to grow about 21%. And I'll tell you, cloud is clearly helping drive our buying patterns from the back office to the front office. So you've got a lot of folks now outside of the IT shop. So it could be line of business, it could be CIOs, even still today, but really CMOs that are using cloud as they go forward in the business. We think it's going to, clearly CIOs say that about 70% of the CIOs say that cloud is the biggest single influence on their game plan going forward. So IBM is driving the cloud business very hard. We've got a lot of solutions and offerings, and we're using our Pure platform, our integrated technology platform, as a foundation to drive our cloud business.
You also talked about IBM's Smart Cloud initiative,
yes,
and how that's helping partners. You want to touch on that as well?
Yeah, our Smart Cloud initiative allows us to have wrap a lot of services around our cloud offerings. It comes ready on board with our Pure application system unit, or our Pure systems offerings, and we think it's going to be really a foundational architecture going forward to drive our change inside our customers and inside our partners.
I think what resonated with the audience was your 3 initiatives, and you talked about field engagement, lead gen and lead pass, which you said your improvement, and then ease of doing business. Can we get your take on those? Yeah,
absolutely. Look, we've done a lot of listening to our partner community, and whether it's through partner diagnostic surveys, advisory councils, events like XChange, or a lot of one-on-one, our partners are saying loud and clear there's 3 areas to focus on. And first and foremost is real field engagement and making joint sales calls. And for us, that's putting more people out in the field with our business partners, working together, so we can open doors, we can press deals with them, and we can drive business together. And that's really the single biggest thing we've got to do this year. Along with that is around lead generation and lead pass. Now, I think if you do the field engagement right, you bring a lot of the lead generation and lead pass with you, but there's a lot more we can do there in helping with co-marketing with our firms, and then really driving the leads to the partners who have the highest propensity to yield some business out of it. And third, and really fundamental, is ease of doing business. And we'll focus more on that. We've made progress, but there's always things to do, whether it's brand-related, processes like deal registration, or issues like audit and compliance. So our focus is going to be on ease of doing business as well.
I liked your the way you kind of put things in perspective. Instead of selling through the channel, it's selling with the channel, and I thought that resonated with the audience, and it kind of makes things simple, that you're going to market arm in arm with partners. That's kind of your core strategy.
It really is, and it sounds sort of basic, but we've gone away from that in the last couple of years in IBM. We were looking for the channel to be a bit autonomous, and through a lot of feedback, we've realized that we really need to work with the partners, and that's why we're putting the people in place out in the field where it matters most to make those calls and really work with the partners, not through the partners.
I think you delivered a great presentation. Hopefully you enjoyed this recap. If you want to see Bill Donahue's entire presentation from XChange, we'll have that online at XChange or on crn.com. But Bill, thanks for joining us. Thanks for delivering a great keynote, and thanks for your point about listening to the partners. And I would imagine after your business partner conference and XChange, you've had quite a bit to listen to and digest as well.
Well, look, it's all about listening to the partners and then acting where we can, where it's a mutual benefit for both our firms. So that's what we're all about.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for watching.